Shout out to the real sports fans out there. Something spectacular. Let's get it. Look, Shawn Porter's chances of an upset. I've been thinking. The weigh-in is 5 days away. The fight is 6 days away. The fight is 6 days away on the 28th. Pay-per-view. Shawn Porter's chances at an upset and what he needs to do to upset him. We all know that Errol Spence is a good body puncher at a certain range. But sometimes in certain fights, being a smaller guy is actually to your advantage. So if you can get in closer, it's harder to lean all the way down to hit a smaller guy than it is to hit a bigger guy. So with Errol Spence throwing body shots, that'll leave him open for counters. Shawn Porter isn't the greatest counter puncher, but however, with him coming in with the body when he's accurate, if I was his team, I would be working on straight. If y'all look at Tank Davis, the way he throws body shots, he's a great body shot, but they'd be straight body shots. That's why I say Tank Davis body puncher, he might be one of the best in the game. He throws straight punches to the body, which means that you gotta have to have more accuracy because it's easier to just throw a right hook, left hook to the body. But if he throws straight shots to the body, like straight rights to the body and straight lefts to the body, because I don't think homeboy can even switch to southpaw like that. But if he do that right there and stay in Errol Spence's chest and go to Errol Spence's body and weaken Errol Spence and force Errol Spence to crunch down and actually avoid those shots and use some good upper body movement, because Errol Spence is going to have to come down. He got a lot of range, but for one thing about Errol Spence, he throws all of his punches usually hard. He don't usually switch it up. Like sometimes Crawford will throw like a lighter punch and then they come back with a strong ass punch. On a consistent basis, Errol Spence punches is harder. So if Shawn Porter can catch his timing and disrupt his timing by being in his chest and also jump back. If he had like Lomachenko dad, if he learned that step back shit, boy, his chances would be way better. If he can do that step back shit up in lateral movement like Lomachenko did, boy, his chances would be way higher. Right now, I'm not sure if they worked on those straight punches and being in an exact range and still avoiding Errol Spence's punches. And the thing about this too, you got to make Errol Spence uncomfortable. Because when was he uncomfortable? Most of his fights, he's not really too uncomfortable. He dominated Mikey. He got a little bit uncomfortable, and his stamina got him through against Kell Brook, and he wore him down. In my opinion, in most people's opinion, Shawn Porter's stamina is much, much better than Kell Brook's stamina. So, if he can beat Errol Spence to the punch, because he might be a little faster. I'm thinking about it. He's a little faster, but Errol Spence is way much more. Errol Spence's timing and accuracy is much, much better, but he is faster. So if he can increase his timing and accuracy just that much better, that's going to increase his chances. Because it's one thing about if Errol Spence hit Porter with his best shot and Porter shake that shit off and come, that does something to you psychologically, homie. Remember when Shane Mosley hit Floyd and Floyd came right back at his ass and was throwing those short body shots? It's like RoboCop. He hit me with punches and that shit does something to you psychologically. That's almost the same effect that is when somebody hit you with a big ass shot and wake you up. You're like, oh shit. It's the same thing. If Errol Spence hit Porter and Porter keep coming and go to his body and not allow him to get the momentum, it's a game of momentum. And part of having a great ring generalship, a la Terrence Crawford ring generalship, is he never really lets you get the momentum like that. Even when he started off pretty slow, he still got the momentum, and then he flip it, and then he started to get the momentum even more, and then you fighting his fight. But the thing about Errol Spence, he shows some boxing, but I want to see him on the back foot, like really really going backwards because it's going to take leverage off of his punches. So his punches won't be as much effective. He might score a little bit, but Shawn Porter having a good chin that he have, yeah, I'm trying to think of all the ways I can see it because it's tough for me to see him winning, man. But it's about game plan and it's about mental fortitude. What's gonna happen to Errol Spence if Porter hit him with a good body shot? Bang. That'll make Errol Spence like, okay. And then also if Errol Spence hit him with a shot and Shawn Porter shake it off. So with Shawn Porter, if I was Shawn Porter, I would have it's a neutral crowd. None of them from LA. It's a neutral crowd, right? So in order to judges are influenced. So when you have your ring generalship can score you points. So what happened is I would have him not playing around in the ring, but I would have him doing shit like you know how Bud will do it here, look at you and stare and like come on and shit like that. That's going to influence the whole judges. And that's also going to turn... See, boxing is a mental game. People don't look at little shit like this. I study this boxing shit. When it comes to this boxing shit, listen. If he do little things like that from the opening bell to get the crowd on his side, he can actually get the crowd on his side. Even with the Shawn Porter, a lot of people thought Shawn Porter beat Thurman. I thought Thurman clearly won, but a lot of the fans in New York was really on Shawn Porter's side. So, look, if he get the fans on his side, the way to get the fans on his side is like upshaw, not taunt, like a little bit of taunting, but don't do it where you putting yourself in danger, but put it in taunting. Like when you first come out in the ring, like I was started from the opening bell. When they do touch the gloves, I bang my gloves real there. I was, do that shit like that, and from the opening bell, start shaking your head at them, but like come on, and do that, and get it like in a cat and mouse game. Once he do that right there, that'll change everything. I'm telling you, that's his best chances, man, is ring generalship, because you win the fight on ring generalship, defense, effective aggression, and clean punches. He's not the most accurate puncher, and sometimes his aggression is not too effective. So, and as you increase your timing, then and your accuracy, then your aggression becomes much more effective. So, that's my take on that. What's your take on that? What can Shawn Porter do? What can Shawn Porter do to increase his chances of an upset? And like I said, man, it's your boy with Something Spectacular Sports, man. If you like what you hear, feel free to subscribe, hit the thumbs up, share what it is, and we out of here. Until next time.